and welcome to Rev Sports. I'm Gargi Raut, and joining me today is Trisha Ghoshal, and we've just witnessed a somewhat disappointing performance from Team India on the first day of the series decider between India and Australia. We're going to talk about 5 points that possibly led to what we've seen throughout the day. Starting with, of course, Trisha, why don't you take this one? Why don't you start?
So for me, the first point would be, the lack of execution. Absolute lack of execution from the Indian batting lineup. Yet again, this has become a recurring problem. For example, the first thing that comes to your mind, of course, is Shubman Gill. Last over before lunch, where were you going? What were you trying to do? That was a nothing shot. Going out to do what? To hit 6, to hit 4, to defend. He was clueless. And there are clips circulating in the social media that, Marnus Labuschagne and Steve Smith were chatting with him. Egging him on. So what? That's where the self-discipline comes in.
That's why you have to let your ego aside and sort of grind it out, put your head down, know what the team expects of you, know what the team needs of you at that point. Because, like we've been saying, Shubman Gill needed to shut shop, make sure that he, goes back to lunch, he rests and he comes back, starts the innings again and gets a big 100. That's what.
Absolutely. Actually, it started with KL Rahul.
Yeah, it started with
a rubbish delivery, a rubbish shot. I mean, the shot was on. First of all, the shot wasn't rubbish, but the way it was executed was the problem. Probably, if I have to be the devil's advocate, then probably because he was trying to keep his hands loose so that the catches, even if it takes the edge, falls short of the slip. His hand was still loose, and when he played the shot, the bat turned and he was caught. Yashasvi Jaiswal, a good ball. I wouldn't say unplayable.
It's just too good.
But mate, you just lost your wicket.
of course.
Sure. We still have the Border Gavaskar trophy.
But
Okay. I'll start. Yeah. It started with KL Rahul.
Yeah.
I think one of the reasons, if I have to play the devil's advocate, then it would be because he was trying to keep his hands loose so that even if it catches the edge, it falls short of the slip. His, probably the grip was still loose. He played that shot, the bat turned on his hand and it was an easy catch. But the ball was... it was a ball which should have gone to the boundary.
That's KL Rahul and Shubman Gill. What about Virat Kohli? What about Rishabh Pant?
Virat Kohli, the same dismissal that has been happening for God knows when.
For quite some
Absolutely.
time now.
And see, the problem is, I know a lot of people are talking about practice, and Virat Kohli was right there out in the nets practicing the moment he got out. But what's the point of practicing, because you are not doing self-restraint and self-discipline when it matters the most. After the break, I remember in the lunch session, I had said this, Gargi, that after lunch, the lunch is a break. So don't think I am 60 balls in. Think this is my 0th ball. It's not like Kohli doesn't know it. Someone with 81 international centuries knows what's going wrong, knows better than you and me what to do in the nets. And he's doing it.
It's a mental issue there.
Absolutely.
When it comes to all batters, I think at this
Yes, Rishabh Pant. And then Nitish Kumar Reddy. Nitish Kumar Reddy yesterday was, after he finished his net practice, he was walking out.
Yeah.
And Raghu asked him to stay on. And this was the exact line and length that he was being peppered with. First ball, he pokes.
He pokes, and I think it was a very unnecessary thing that he did, because you could see that he was double-minded. He put his bat in, he was trying to take it back again, but it was too late. It had already got the edge.
Yes, we have said this in a lot of emotional, when we talk to friends or something, that my head is saying something, my heart is saying something, happening to the Indian players every single day. What is your second highlight of the day?
Second highlight of the day, Scotty Boland being way too good for the Indian batters. He's been, I think one of the most interesting parts about Scott Boland is the fact that when he practices, he's not practicing a lot bowling to the batters. What he's doing he comes in with his 4 marks, he puts his 4 marks and knows exactly where he wants wants to bowl, and he spots bowl over and over and over again. Scotty spots bowl. Wait, no.
Scotty.
Scotty Spotty. Wow.
It's very- that poem did not work for sure.
Yeah.
And Scotty Bullen did not work for India for sure.
Nah.
I think Relentless reminds a lot of someone like Glenn McGrath, because you know he would come and bowl that one channel over and over again and frustrate the
He gets you
batters.
frustrated. Exactly what I was about to say.
Telepathy. Well, I think we'll move on to point number 3. Point number 3 would be what is happening with the umpires and the umpiring, the sneako. What is this going on? The Yashasvi Jaiswal call, by the way, was a gutsy call taken. You saw enough evidence. There was no enough evidence in the Sundar case.
No. You did not have enough evidence in Sundar's
And what
case.
is happening with Sneeko?
I don't understand. I'm not understanding because in Washington Sundar's case, you could see that there was no like one big spike that told you exactly where the bat hit the ball. There was no one, there was no conclusive evidence, and the benefit of the doubt always goes to the batter. But in this case, we don't know what's going on.
Hope you've had a good day.
Yes.
Semi-Constus! Father, Semi-Constus is...
Sure.
Sure. Australian
Yeah.
Australian fans going by and saying Sammy Constus is the father.
To his son or daughter whenever time comes.
But anyways, talking about the umpiring decisions, what you've seen throughout this series is inconsistency. And the fact that you can never tell if it's going to be out or not out, despite of what you have seen, despite of Sneeko, despite of all the angles that we're seeing, especially in Washington Sundar's case. I am, comparing this to what happened with KL Rahul, because that back then also in Perth, you did not have conclusive evidence to overturn the on-field decision, and today as well. Where's the conclusive evidence? You did not have a deflection like you had in Yashasvi Jaiswal's case. You did not have a clear-cut Sneeko like you did in Akashdeep's case. So what's going on?
I don't know. Right. So, Sneeko is also not able to make up its mind. Sneeko's condition is similar to Indian batters, I guess. What is your fourth? What would be your fourth point? Of course, the pitch.
Yeah, the pitch. I think it was not the traditional Sydney pitch that we've been seeing.
Sunny Gavaskar in the box actually said something very interesting.
Yeah.
That cows could,
This is a pitch where the cows can graze on.
But it was a very interesting thing that Sunny Ji said that, but if you actually look at the pitch, it's almost completely green.
Exactly. But
So
it's
for
doing
people,
PLP.
So for people thinking 185 is bad in this pitch, I would say think again, with the conditions, with similar conditions, maybe if the sun beats down for 1-2 hours, we might see a change in the behavior of the pitch. But it has also started to bounce a little, the variable bounce, because the Khawaja delivery, probably he would have again, poked and missed had it got that bounce. It was a little low, and it's not like it's keeping too low, but it was a little low. That's why it caught the edge, and we got the wicket. That variable bounce, the green pitch, a very, very difficult condition to bat on. Do you think Australians overdid this attacking part? Because yes, I think they made that home pitch because the Indian batting is fragile. But it's not like Australian batting has been fantastic either.
It's not been fantastic, but Trisha, I think they've been putting in the performance. They've been putting in the grind as well and getting themselves those scores. Has India been that good at executing themselves, even if they don't look good? No, Australian batting does not look good either, but they've been executing. They've had plans.
In fact, you can argue, Gargi,
Yeah.
the Indian batters have looked more in form than Australian batters
But they're getting more runs.
because
So-
they have put in the grind and we haven't.
Yes, they've looked absolutely ugly. But coming to the fifth point and our final point as well, Sam Constas. What's going on there? Because clearly from the very get-go, from his debut, you knew that Australia is sending in Sam Constas to throw off India, to throw India off their game with the lap shots, with the sledging that he's been doing. Remember the Yashasvi Jaiswal incident as well. Yashasvi was quite angry at that point. He was saying, sit down and do your own job. That's what he said. And today as well, I've never seen Jasprit Bumrah that angry.
Is that good?
I think that's very, very good for India because look at what happened in the second ball.
You know what? I don't think Jasprit Bumrah is the one who's angry with Sam Constas right now.
Who is?
It's Usman Khawaja.
Ah, yes, of course.
Usman Khawaja will be saying, mate.
What did you do?
Actually, I'll say in
What
Australian,
have you
say,
done?
mate.
What have you done?
You are supposed to play for my team. Why are you playing for India? Because you don't rile up the best bowler in the world.
Done it.
Who is in full swing and full form. You can rile up a Virat Kohli right now because he's not in form.
Yeah.
Riling him up might help your cause. But Jasprit Bumrah is in the pink of his form. And by the way, a very interesting stat, Jasprit Bumrah has come out to bat or bowl in some way for India. He has come out in every single day of this test series till now. Workload, and he has done that well. The two hits of Pat Cummins is over. I think Pat Cummins or Scott
Not
Boland.
sure. I don't remember exactly.
Cummins or Boland, yeah. Boland, I guess. He looked like a proper batter. With the bat, just he doing it. With the ball, just he doing it. And you're riling that guy up just because
That's
the
not
first
going.
ball came down the track and hit him for a boundary. Do you really think it will be easy for Australians to face Bumrah? That's point one. And point two, अभी बहुत हो रहा है Constas का?
I think at one point it just gets too much because you could see. Look, Usman Khawaja, you are the one who's going away and
No.
pulling me in.
See, there you go.
But I've been standing in the same place. Anyway, you could see that Usman Khawaja was sort of going and trying to, tell Constas, just come back, just don't do it. I saw that happening, and you saw that in the last test as well when there was an altercation between Sam Constas and Virat Kohli. Of course, that who can forget that? But I think it's a little bit too much. But of course, it's a game of cricket. It's a game
I feel bad for Sam Constas, to be honest,
Bad?
Yeah. The problem is the Australian media and the Australian team, in order to counter India, is now putting him in a pedestal. If he does not perform well, one boundary does not define he's going to score another 60. Tomorrow, this kind of a weather, ball talking, Prasidh Krishna with the short delivery, just Bumrah in full form, you don't know. Because mind you, Bumrah is not going to forget what happened right now.
Yeah, of course.
He will come back fresher with more zeal, and the ball is still new. So, it won't be easy. As you just saw, somebody said Sam Constas is the father and all that.
Let's see. We'll wait and see.
Yeah, we'll wait and watch. I think too much. So that's
The end of
our 5 points for today.
Yep. Let us know what you think as well. But for now, we'll take your leave. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.